Maybe get tired of these niggas talking shit, so now you're gonna witness them off your 360. Man, I'm fighting shit, I'm fighting demons, really need my soul. Crazy in this stepping, but you niggas just didn't even know who never shit is more like you. Man, I just don't feel for shit. Find the phone, you get the
Hello and welcome to TCW LockDown PPV, and we are live here today on the 18th of March for the pay-per-view. As we are live from Sand Lake City for TCW LockDown. And my name is Joel Jenkins, and we're going to headline the first matchup of the night, as we are going to have Baron Bells taking on Bubba Tunde, and also tonight's main event, TJ Gunner versus Chris Danger for the TCW World Heavyweight Championship inside at the Lockdown Asylum, and also as well the Fortune versus Twain Chambers and the Armstrong brothers inside the Asylum tonight as well, and also Cade and also Zeus for the European Championship inside the Asylum. And let's get this match underway right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is for the Republic States Championship inside the Lockdown Asylum. And here comes Baron Bells. And we know that Baron Bells have been really want to become the new Republic States champion. He's been chasing that title ever since he actually arrived here in TCW way back last summer at Beach Break. And obviously 9 months later, he's been carrying on chasing that dream to try and become the Republic's champion. And it means a lot for Baron Bells to win the title, because back in the day, Baron Bells was serving the Republic States army when he fought in Afghanistan, and it really means a lot for him, as he actually served the country he served when he was actually a young veteran. And now he's a professional wrestler, and he wants to win it for the pride of Baron Bells. If he can do that here tonight against Bubba Tunde. And obviously Bubba Tunde and Baron Bells were allies at the end of January, all the way up to the last pay-per-view at In Your House, as Bubba Tunde and Baron Bells took out Shadow and put him out for 3 months of injury he suffered by the hands of Baron Bells and Bubba Tunde. And then, since he was out injured by the announcement from Thomas Rogers announced that Baron Bells got the opportunity to take on Bubba Tunde at In Your House. Then, however, after that, he lost to Bubba Tunde, and then Baron Bells turned on Bubba Tunde, and now they are foes. And that's what made Bubba Tunde turn babyface after being attacked by Baron Bells at In Your House pay-per-view after the matchup. And Bubba Tunde really wants to kick Baron Bells' ass for what he did to him at In Your House when he beat him up to a pulp and turned on Bubba Tunde. When obviously Bubba Tunde, Baron Bells is the one who's trying to shake hands with Bubba Tunde, but in fact he just kicked him and low blowed him and beat him up to a pulp at the last pay-per-view. And now they are enemies, and they're going to take this inside the Lockdown Asylum against each other here tonight, here at Lockdown, for the first matchup of the night. And Bubba Tunde, of course, wants to make sure that he wins and carries on that title run after beating Shadow way back in January on Rage, when he debuted on that same night. He debuted in that open challenge and won the title, all thanks to Baron Bells, who distracted him. And now Baron Bells did fail against Bubba Tunde at In Your House, but now he's got a second chance to try and beat Bubba Tunde here tonight, here at Lockdown. Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 232 pounds, Baron Bells. And on our right, he is the Republic States champion, Bubba Tunde. Babatunde, the Republic's champion. And can he win the belt and retain the belt here tonight against Baron Bells like he did in your house like a month ago now? And a month later, they've got another matchup against each other for that title, but inside the Lockdown Asylum in this pay-per-view here tonight. And let's get straight into this matchup right here, right now, between Baron Bells and also as well here Babatunde in this match. And this is it, big match right here, right now. And here we go. And it's going to be right here, right now. Baron Bells taking on here against Babatunde. And here we go. And let's get this contest underway right here, shall we? And it is Baron Bells taking on Babatunde. But this match is very personal now. It's not going to be a friendship bum buddy matchup like the pay-per-view last month that's in your house. And they're going to take it very personal to this pay-per-view instead of last pay-per-view. As they were friends going to the matchup, while Baron Bells is the one who actually attacked Babatunde with a steel chair and low-blowed him. And it was because he was a sore loser. I can understand, I felt that Baron Bells would have done that anyways. All he cares about is being champion. All he cares about is pride rather than focusing on what's in front of him and friendships. He'd rather focus on himself, everything that he's been through, of course, for the last, well, it's 9 years since he was in the army serving our country. That handle drop there from Baron Bells on Babatunde. And now, okay, now looks like he's fighting back. Oh, big bro kick right into the face right there from. And now what's he doing here now? Baron Bells on top of there, Babatunde right there. Very nicely smooth right there. And now what's happening here? Now kicks now into the chest of Babatunde. And now what's he going to do now? A couple of stamps there. I'll try to do a bro kick, but got out the way he did. And now wait a second here, Babatunde with the Hurricanrana on Baron Bells. And now Babatunde now picking up Baron Bells here. Now, into the midsection. And now, wait a sec. Oh, now turn him onto the mat. Big boot right into the side of the face. Axe handle drop right there from Baron. Another one again. Oh, drop kick. Now tossed him. Oh, he tried to toss him onto the cage, but he couldn't. Elbow right there into the face. Oh, neck breaker. Oh, now put his high knee right into the face down onto the mat. And now Baron Bells is going to look at doing his finisher move here on Babatunde to end off the match. And now, elbow right there from Babatunde. A neck breaker right there. Oh, bro kick right into the side of the face. And now Baron Bells there. Oh, okay, got out of the way there. He did there, Babatunde. A bro kick right into the side of the face. And now it looks like Baron Bells is climbing up onto the steel cage here. It looks like he could probably win the match. He could do. Now Babatunde now meets him into that corner. Now wait a second here. Head first onto that steel cage there from. Almost another head first down to that Lockdown Asylum, and Baron Bells falls on the mat, and now he's coming back out from that fall from that steel cage, and now Babatunde fights off Baron Bells. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see who's going to be on top in this matchup. Is it going to be Baron Bells or is it going to be Babatunde? Because even the rules of the Lockdown Asylum, if you climb out of the cage, then you win the matchup, or even the pinfalls or submissions inside the cage, you can win the matchup as well. But wait a second here. Now Baron Bells. Oh my god, Baron Bells. He's going to do it. GTS go to sleep onto Babatunde. Is it going to be over here? Is it going to be? Is it? Oh, kick out there from Babatunde. He kicked out from that, he did. He kicked out from Babatunde's, from that GTS go to sleep. And Baron Bells wants to do more damage here. Now it looks like he's going to climb out of the Lockdown Asylum he's going to. But he's not going to do that. He's going to jump on top of Babatunde. And I think he missed him right there by an inch. And now axe handle drop there from Baron Bells again. And now, axe handle trying to avoid it there. And now, wait, Babatunde. Oh my god! And now pinfall. Maybe retain the title against Baron Bells. and he kicks out. He does. Baron Bells always gets unlucky in every Republic's title match he's actually fight against. Obviously, since he arrived at Beach Break 7 months ago, and he might be unlucky here tonight if he loses to Babatunde. He lost that in your house to Babatunde, so he might even lose twice. He could do. And now it looks like to me that Baron Bells there, all trying to clothesline him there. Now Babatunde now gets tossed into the corner of the turnbuckle and gets hurt right into the back right there. And now what's happening here now? Now he's going to climb out of that cage right now. But no, he's not. Oh, elbow drop right there on Babatunde. Wait a second, the lights are out here. Babatunde gets out and respawns. He respawns, and the lights went out, and he respawns, and now he's going to try and do a scoop slam here on Baron Bells, and Baron Bells caught him onto the leg and took him out. Oh, that was a nice tactical move there from Babatunde. When the lights went out, he came out from behind, but in the other hand, he's still alive this match. And Babatunde. Oh, now he got the way, hurt himself there. Now Baron Bells. Oh, the high big knee right into the face of Babatunde. Now drop kick there from Babatunde in this match. Now what's happening here now? Now toss him to the corner of the ring. Now trying to kick him here now. Wait a second here. Babatunde head first onto Baron Bells right into the side of the face. And now, oh, probably trying to fight back here. Now big boot in the face there from Baron Bells there to Babatunde. And now Baron Bells is going to hit the power bomb on Babatunde. And 9 months from no championship he won. It might come to an end right here, as he might become the new Republic States champion, and he does. And Baron Bells of 9 months of wait comes to an end and defeats Babatunde inside the Lockdown Asylum. He is your winner and new Republic States champion, Baron Bells. And Baron Bells defeats Babatunde, and finally he wins what's rightfully his pride, the Republic States title. And now let's get into this Lockdown Asylum matchup. This is going to be a 6-man tag team matchup, as the Fortune and Powerhouse Jackson, the new leader of the Fortune, will take on the former leader of the Fortune, was kicked out of the group by Powerhouse Jackson and Jack Walker and Ace Andrews, Dwayne Chambers, and he's going to team up with the Armstrong brothers, as the Armstrong brothers have been allies with Dwayne Chambers after when he was kicked out of the group at In Your House, when Powerhouse Jackson had a match with Dwayne Chambers, and then the Fortune actually kicked him out of the group and attacked him for what reason only, I do not know why, but in fact it looks like he wants a new regime to take over the group, and he believes that Powerhouse Jackson will be the case of doing that, and I believe that he will be obviously involved in this matchup right here, right now, as it's going to be Powerhouse Jackson and also Ace Andrews and Jack Walker now. Their new got a new regime in the Fortune now, as they are going to take on Dwayne Chambers, the former leader of the group and the former member of the Fortune, and the Armstrong brothers, who actually volunteered to team up and be allies with Dwayne Chambers in this 6-man tag team Lockdown Asylum matchup. And now here comes Ace and Jack Walker, the 2 members of the Fortune, and they are here accompanied obviously to team up with Powerhouse Jackson right here, right now. And on their way to the ring, I give to you Ace Andrews and Jack Walker, the members of the Fortune. Those the Fortune are coming down to the ring in action right here, right now. And let's see what happens here between those 2 teaming up with Powerhouse Jackson here tonight in this match. Alright, now here comes the other 3 members of the Here he is, Dwayne Chambers, and the former leader of the Fortune will be involved to take down Powerhouse Jackson and his former best friends Ace Andrews and Jack Walker. He might be upset that he's been kicked out of the Fortune group, but on the other hand, of course, he probably wants to move on from that and move on to better things, and all the fans love him because of it. And Dwayne Chambers, the former member of the Fortune, will take on against the Fortune here tonight. I don't blame him to be upset when the Fortune or Jack Walker and Ace Andrews actually turned and backstabbed Dwayne Chambers in the back at In Your House. I don't blame him one bit that he's got the allies of the Armstrong brothers teaming up with Dwayne Chambers here tonight to try and settle things with those three guys, the Fortune members Jackson and Walker and Andrews, in the middle of this very ring. And I know that it's been going on for the last couple of weeks on Rage, that obviously has gone back and forth between Dwayne Chambers and also Powerhouse Jackson, and also even Dwayne Chambers invited the Armstrong brothers to be their allies for this pay-per-view only at Lockdown, to try and help him to try and take down the Fortune for good. His creation of the group will come to an end. That's what he wants. And let's see what happens here right now at Lockdown, as we are going to have it right here, right now. As here we go, the Fortune, and here we go, taking on Dwayne Chambers and the Armstrong brothers in this 6-man Tornado Tag Team match. And let's get this match underway, shall we, between the 6 guys in the middle of this very ring. And now, a couple of hits now. Now Powerhouse Jackson are trying to take down one of the members of the Armstrong brothers here. Now the DDT on Powerhouse Jackson from Neil Armstrong right there from the Armstrong brothers. And now he's picking him up, Powerhouse Jackson, and tossed him down on the mat. And that's nicely done right there, that is. And now it looks like me that Dwayne Chambers now is outside of the ring here. I don't know what he's doing here. And now the pinfall in the ring here from as Jack Walker actually got saved there by Powerhouse Jackson, as he was actually trying to pin him there to Armstrong, trying to pin him 1, 2, 3. And now it looks like Powerhouse Jackson now goes after Neil Armstrong, the net breaker once again there. Kicked right into the wait a second here. All trying to do a drop kick but couldn't. Now kicked right into the back right there from Powerhouse Jackson. Now wait a second here. Looks like me that Powerhouse Jackson now throws Neil Armstrong into the corner. Oh my god! He just punched Neil Armstrong head first onto that steel cage asylum. That's definitely going to hurt Neil Armstrong right there. Just punched him and he fell from the side of the ring all the way on the back of his head on that cage. And that's definitely going to hurt Neil Armstrong right there. But now it looks like Jack Walker's taking care of business outside of the ring with Neil Armstrong, while Dwayne Chambers and also having Ace Andrews taking each other apart outside of the ring. And meanwhile Powerhouse Jackson now goes his attention on Neil Armstrong right here now. An elbow right into the face there from Powerhouse Jackson. Now, oh my god, that's a knee right into the midsection here. Now Powerhouse Jackson now kicks Neil Armstrong in the leg here. Now Neil Armstrong now knees Powerhouse Jackson into the midsection once more and takes him into the corner right here, it looks like. And now Powerhouse Jackson now with the elbows right into the side of the face of now a pinfall here from Neil Armstrong on Powerhouse Jackson, and Powerhouse Jackson, the leader of the Fortune, kicks out from that. And now he goes after him. It looks like the attention and focus on here on Neil again here. Powerhouse Jackson throws him onto the corner of the ring here, and now splattered him into that turnbuckle right there from Powerhouse Jackson. Looks like me that Powerhouse Jackson will do more damage here, and jumps on top of Neil Armstrong here. Is it going to be over here? Is it going to be? It looks like me. Oh, tail trying to go and save the match up. A kick out there from Neil Armstrong once again in this match. And now clothesline right there from Powerhouse again in the ring. And now it looks like to me that Ace Andrews now was in the ring. Now he's getting out of the ring here. And now wait a second. Powerhouse Jackson focuses attention on Ted Armstrong right now, rather than Neil Armstrong right now. And that's how Ted Armstrong drawn out the ring he is. And now he's going to focus attentions here and splashes Neil Armstrong. It could be over here, it could be. It could be over. And kick out right there from Neil right there. Kicked out from that. The Powerhouse Jackson's not finished just yet, it looks like, with Neil Armstrong here in this 6-man tag match, as the leader of the Fortune is going to power Jack here. Neil Armstrong with a power bomb. Is he going to do it? Power bomb! And is it going to be over? The Fortune might win, and they're going to win it, and they do. The Fortune has defeated Dwayne Chambers and the Armstrong brothers inside the Lockdown Asylum 6-man Tornado Tag Team match. Here are your winners, Jack Walker and Ace Andrews, and the leader of the Fortune, Powerhouse Jackson, the Fortune. And the Fortune defeats the 3 guys in the ring, Chambers and the Armstrong brothers. And now let's get straight into this matchup, and this is for the TCW European Championship, and the European Championship will be defended in the ring as we've got 2 monsters are going to collide inside the Lockdown Asylum, as it's going to be Cade, and Cade will be taking on here against Zeus in this matchup for the European title. And obviously Cade did actually become #1 contender to actually face Zeus here tonight for the TCW European title. He actually won on Rage a couple weeks ago to become #1 contender of their matchup, as he defeated William Brown and also defeated Ten Williamos, and maybe there's a chance for him to get the win here today against him in this matchup right here, right now. And Cade walks and marches into the ring, and this monster, or this super monster in fact, is going to collide with the real monster Zeus right here, right now. We never ever had Cade had a match with Zeus ever before at all. This is the first time they both stepped face to face in a singles matchup against each other here on Lockdown here tonight. And now here comes the monster. Here comes the European champion Zeus. And Zeus is coming to the ring right now. This match right here, big match for him, as he did defeat William Brown at In Your House last month and also won the title against him at Combat Kingdom way back in January. And now on the 18th of March, can he do the exact same thing to the other monster in the ring, Cade? This is very big. This is a big match. This is one of my favourite matches that I actually want to see tonight between the two right here, right now. I'll never ever imagine having 2 monsters collide in the same ring. This is basically the most requested matchup in TCW so far, to have Cade and Zeus go toe to toe in the middle of this very ring here tonight, here on TCW. He looks very intense, he does, Zeus. He looks very bold, walking down slowly to the ring. Look at him. Look how scary he really is. I've got to say, I think Cade will definitely be scared after this matchup. But again, he's a monster as well. He's not afraid of Zeus. And let's see if that's the case after tonight. If he can win the title against him inside the Lockdown Asylum. 2 monsters in a Lockdown Asylum. 2 monsters inside a proper cage. And 2 monsters are going to be locked inside of it. And one will survive and one won't survive. Let's find out who is going to do it between the two right here, right now. Here on TCW. Weighing in at £300, I give to you Cade. And he is the TCW European Champion, weighing in at 325 pounds, Zeus. Let's get underway right here, right now. This is it. Lockdown Asylum. It's Zeus versus Cade. And let's get this match underway right here, right now. Between the two monsters are in the ring. And they're going to collide each other inside this cage. And we're going to find out who's the real monster that's going to win and overcome the other monster here after this matchup here at Lockdown. The DDT right there from Zeus. And now it looks like Zeus now going to climb out of this Lockdown Asylum. It looks like he's not going to. He's going to jump on top of Cade right there. Very nicely set and done once more there. Beautifully set and done. And now, oh, another leg drop right there onto him. But wait a second here. Wait, oh, spear right there from Cade. Cade just speared Zeus. But Zeus ain't giving up, he ain't. And he's chucking Cade into the corner onto the turnbuckle, the side. And a leg drop once more there from Zeus. And now, kicking right into that back right now. And now, wait a second here. Cade, he picks him up and, oh my god. He picks him and slams him down onto the mat. But then Zeus responds after that, he does. It looks like Zeus might be, looks like he might climb out, but he's not going to. He's going to, oh, drop Cade and pin him right here to end off the match in this Lockdown Asylum. And he might be the real monster. Oh, kick out there from Cade. Two monsters are colliding each other in the ring. But who's going to be the real monster? Oh, a high knee right into the face there. And who's going to leave as European champion by the end of tonight's match right here, right now? Is it going to be Zeus or is it going to be Cade? And Cade became #1 contender a couple of weeks back by beating William Moss and William Brown. Whoa! Zeus just sit up, he did. And now he's going after Cade here. He's going vengeance here on Cade. And that's a good sit-up. And now he leg drops Cade onto the mat. But wait a second. It looks like he really wants this tombstone. He's going to do it. He's going to hit the tombstone to end off the match. And Zeus could be the real monster leaving the Lockdown Asylum as still European champion. Is Zeus going to win? Is he going to do it? And he does. And Zeus retains the European champion, and that monster survives the Lockdown Asylum. Zeus survives the Lockdown Asylum, and he is still the TCW European champion of the world, Zeus. And Zeus wins and defeats here Cade, and that's a huge win from us here today for Zeus. Until now, goodbye. And this is it. This is for the TCW Tag Team Championships inside the Lockdown Asylum. And we have it right here, right now. The Gangyang Star. And Gangyang Star has actually called out the G Team on Rage just a couple of days ago that they want to fight against the G Team for the Tag Team titles here tonight on the pay-per-view. And this is massive, this is. And they did very, very well to make a huge impact in March since they debuted in TCW as a tag team, and now they are here to team up together and they are going to fight here against the G Team. And they did very, very well. They beat the D-Generation Fat. They also won their match against the Highlanders on Rage 4 days ago, and now they've actually called out the G Team for a match to the Tag Team Championships here tonight inside the Lockdown Asylum. And I really cannot wait to see what happens here between those two, take on here today against the G Team. And here comes the G Team right here, right now, as the Tag Team Champions are coming down to the ring right now to actually defend those Tag Team titles here against the Gangyang Style inside the Lockdown Asylum. And this is very, very big, of course, for Russell Blade and also for Mr. Matthews, because we all know that the G team have done so well since they arrived here in January, beating everybody in their path, but they haven't beaten the Gang Yang style. This is massive for them if they can beat them here today in this matchup. The Gang Yang style right now they're going to be taking on against here for the TCW Tag Team Championships inside the Lockdown Asylum. Introducing the challengers at combined weight of 443 pounds, Hardman J and AK-47. And introducing on our right, they are the G Team. They are the World Tag Team Champions. As the Tag Team Champions, the G Team will defend those Tag Team titles here tonight against the Gang Yang style. And let's see who comes up on top between the both of these Tag Teamers here tonight, here at Lockdown. This is going to be the matchup right here, right now, between the two. And let's get this match underway right now, and we have it right here on as the G Team are taking on the Gang Yang style in this matchup right here, right now at Lockdown, as we have Hardman J and also AK-47 called out the G Team on Rage that they want a match here tonight for the Tag Team Championships, and they have got it right here, right now, inside the Lockdown Asylum. And the rules are that we've got to have two of the Tag Teamers have to leave the cage to win the matchup. Not one of them, but two of them have to leave the cage to win the matchup. And now Mr. Matthews, speaking of which, he's trying to leave the cage right now, but AK-47 stopping him in his tracks right now. And a DDT right there, and right there from Hardman J to take down Russell Blade in this matchup. And a big takedown here, couple kicks here now. And wait a second there, big blow, clothesline down from Hardman J. And Mr. Matthews takes down here AK-47 in this matchup. Now a couple hits now into the chest. Now a clothesline right there from Mr. Matthews. And now Mr. Matthews is leaving the Lockdown Asylum, it looks like right now. But it looks like Hardman J now is trying to stop him from doing that. And now Mr. Matthews now and Hardman J are taking it in the ring right now. They drop right onto the mat right there. And now Russell Blade DDTs AK-47 in this match. And now it looks like Russell Blade's going to leave the cage, it looks like, the Lockdown Asylum. But he's not. And then he got out of the way from that he does there from AK-47. And now, no. No. DDT! And now, wait a second now. Trying to climb out of the Lockdown Asylum cage. And oh my god, looks like me that Hardman J tosses the foot onto the cage right there from Hardman. And now it looks like Hardman J is getting moved away there as Russell Blade now trying to climb up off this cage right now. Oh my god, right onto the leg. And now kick right into the chest right there from Hardman J. And now on top of him once again. And now going to leave that cage right now. He doesn't. Now elbow drop. And now looks like to me that Russell Blade going to leave the cage. It looks like it could be. It could be. Russell Blade might leave the cage. And Hardman J is trying to join him. It could be over, it could be. And now wait a second here. Russell Blade. Oh my god, Russell Blade pushes Hardman J into the ring. And now Russell Blade now from the top of the Lockdown Asylum. He's going to jump head first down and misses Hardman J. And that's a big blow because Hardman J is climbing out of the cage right now to win the matchup and hopefully become the new tag team champions. And now Hardman J could be leaving the Lockdown Asylum. And now Russell Blade is trying to stop him from doing that right now in the middle of this very ring. And now it looks like Russell Blade now trying to hit him, and trying to punch him, and trying to get him back into the cage. Otherwise it could be all over, it could be for the G team as tag team champions. And now it looks like Russell Blade keeps him into the ring, he does. And now into the cage. And now, oh my god, another punch is right to the back of Hardman J. And another one of Hardman J. And Hardman J is on the mat in the ring, hurt. And now it looks like Russell Blade is climbing out of the steel cage. It looks like he's going to leave the lockdown asylum and try and even Mr. Matthews also joining Russell Blade, and we could have the tag team champions could be retained here tonight. And meanwhile, Hardman J stops Russell Blade from his track, and now Russell Blade is kicking him off, and maybe the G team are going to leave the lockdown asylum, and we're going to have ourselves still the tag team champions after tonight. But it looks like to me that now AK-47 and Hardman J are now trying to get the G team back into the cage. Otherwise it could be, wait a second, Russell Blade leaving the cage. He's leaving the cage. Russell Blade is leaving the cage, and he does leave the cage. He leaves the cage, and it's now Mr. Matthews has to now leave the cage to make the match end as still tag team champions. But it looks like to me that Hardman J and also looks like AK-47 are trying to stop Mr. Matthews from leaving the cage, or otherwise they will lose the matchup, and unfortunately the G team will retain the tag team titles if that's the case. But now it looks like to me that Hardman J is trying to actually make Mr. Matthews actually stay in the cage, while the Gang Yang style are going to leave the cage here. They want to leave, and if they both leave at once, then that means that the Gang Yang style will become the new TCW Tag Team Champions. And now Mr. Matthews is trying to stop Hardman J from leaving the cage, and also, oh my god, head first onto that cage right now. It looks like to me that AK-47 is going to leave the cage. He's going to leave the cage, and now meanwhile Hardman J, oh my god, Hardman J is going to toss Mr. Matthews outside of the cage. And now it looks like AK-47's left the cage, and now it all goes down to Hardman J. If Hardman J's feet touch the floor, that means the Gang Yang style are the new tag team champions, and it looks like it's going to happen. And Mr. Matthews is left abandoned in the cage, and now the new tag team champions are going to be crowned. Hardman J and AK-47 are the new TCW tag team champions as both left the cage. The Gang Yang style wins. They won the tag team titles. But wait a second, the Fortune, Ace Andrews and Jack Walker are beating down the new tag team champions here tonight. It looks like Powerhouse Jackson unleashed Ace and Walker the opportunity to go after the tag team championships. Hopefully could be a possible match. This match is the main event of the evening. The main event of the evening. And we have it right here, right now, as Chris Danger has been wanting this match to happen against TJ Gunner. As we all know, it was all announced by Thomas Rogers, the president of TCW, since Harry Garrett's been off the sidelines for the next 3 months of an injury suffered by the hands of Francis Campbell and also TJ Gunner. That means that Harry Garrett will be out of the title picture. So instead, we have his Chris Danger, as he wants a chance to become the new TCW champion here tonight. And Chris Danger obviously not been in TCW since the TCW was actually launched last year, and now he's making his first TCW appearance a couple of weeks ago on Rage, and now he's got that chance to become maybe a world champion. He actually dreamed as a child that he wants to be a world champion in the TCW show, because we all know that for Chris Danger, on the other hand, he had lots of guys he admired in the years like Hulk Hogan and many other superstars in the past who became a world champion, and that's why he wants to be part of those books here tonight, if he can do that here against TJ Gunner here tonight inside the Lockdown Asylum. And here we go, let's get it underway, and this is it. Here comes TJ Gunner, the world champion. And this guy did put Harry Garrett into the sidelines. It was all because of Francis Campbell, who actually put a fireball into the eyes of Harry Garrett, and he'll be out for 3 months due to an eye injury. And that's why, in fact, we have instead a new challenger for the World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Danger. So instead, here he comes, TJ Gunner. And a lot of the fans really hate this guy and despise this guy. But he did win the championship against Harry Garrett way back at Combat Kingdom, all from a distraction from their new manager who arrived in TCW, Francis Campbell, to guide the career of TJ Gunner. Well, Francis Campbell won't be at ringside here tonight. It is a steel cage matchup, so he won't be involved here tonight's ringside. But instead, we have TJ Gunner and Chris Danger, and both are going to be the ones who will take each other to that World Heavyweight Championship that TJ Gunner's got on his waist. And this match is going to be massive, it's going to be for TJ and also for Chris Danger also. Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 210 pounds. He is Chris Danger. And Chris Danger on our left, the challenger here on TCW. And introducing on our right, he is the TCW World Heavyweight Champion. I give to you TJ Gunner. And TJ Gunner with that championship on his waist, and that is something that he really wants to keep, hopefully by the end of tonight. He overcome Harry Garrett at Combat Kingdom and also in your house, all thanks to Francis Campbell. Wonder why he's been out on the sidelines, all because of it, and now he's got a chance on his own without Francis Campbell supporting him here tonight to do it on his own here against Chris Danger in the middle of this very ring. Inside the Lockdown Asylum, Chris Danger and also TJ Gunner. And let's get this match underway right now. And here we go. And let's get underway this contest as we have it right here, right now. Right now in this matchup, we know it's going to be TJ versus Chris Danger. And he's been involved in cage matches in the last pay-per-view at Hell in a Cell against Harry Garrett. So he knows what it takes to retain the belt here tonight, hopefully. So inside this asylum here right now. And now TJ Gunner jumps on top of Chris Danger right now. And now it looks like TJ Gunner now just showing a lot of aggressiveness here against Chris Danger. Chris Danger fights back, he does. He knows this match is very important for him as he wants to become the champion. He dreamed it for a young age, at the age of 4, that he wants to become a world champion in TCW, and for the likes of Hulk Hogan and many more legends that he followed and watched when he was a child, and he can hopefully dread that dream here tonight at Lockdown. And now TJ Gunner right now throws him into the ropes and now drop kicks him into the back. And now it looks like me that he's going to climb out of the cage. It looks like he could be TJ Gunner now. What's he going to do? He jumps on top. Oh, well, God, he hurt himself because he missed Chris Danger right now, he does. He missed him right nicely. Now, oh my God, now Chris Danger now fights back here against TJ Gunner now. And now wait a second there, high knee right into the face there. And now a pinfall it could be, a kick out there from Chris Danger. And Chris Danger kicks out. And it's a main event between the two, between Danger and also here TJ Gunner. And now clothesline right there onto Chris Danger once more. And another elbow drop once more there from TJ Gunner again. And now, oh my God, now Chris Danger fights back, he does. Now a couple chops here. And now wait a second, oh God, the way there he did there, TJ. Chris Danger trying to do some damages there onto TJ Gunner, but he didn't do that, unfortunately. So, and now Chris Danger fights back. And now Chris Danger's going to leave the cage here, he might do. And his dream might come true. But it looks like TJ Gunner with the legs hitting Chris Danger. Wait, Chris Danger now fights back, he does. And maybe it could be his dream. It could be his goal to leave the cage and become the world champion and follow the likes of Hulk Hogan and the legends he watched in the years to go by. And he might do it here tonight. But wait a second. TJ now fights back, he does. And now look, TJ Gunner now stamps onto the head of Chris Danger once more right now. And now he's picking him up. And now Chris Danger now fights back, he does. And now Chris Danger meanwhile here. Wait a second. Chris Danger. Danger drive. Danger drive. And now TJ Gunner fights back, he does. He fights back now. Caught his leg, he does that. He caught his leg there, Chris Danger. And now, oh my God, he got out of the way, he did there. He got out of the way very nicely right there from TJ Gunner. But it looks like to me that TJ Gunner now is going to hit the finisher move to end off the matchup here against Chris Danger. Backbreaker. And now submission. He's going to do the Gunner lock. The Gunner lock. He's wrapping that Gunner lock right into the neck of Chris Danger to make him tap out. Is he going to tap out? Is he going to tap out? And he does. And Chris Danger taps out to TJ Gunner. And TJ Gunner retains the TCW World Heavyweight Championship. And TJ Gunner went straight from the get-go, really destroyed here today Chris Danger, and retains the TCW World Heavyweight Championship without the help or Francis Campbell. And that's going to be that from us from TCW, from us here today from Lockdown. We'll see you on Rage on Wednesday.